Hi all, welcome to TCM Education. My name is Michael and I'm the analyst on the channel. And let's discuss today one super important topic for day traders, obviously maybe also for some swing traders, although those don't participate that much. And the idea here is to analyze why trading the full 6 hours or the full trading day has the potential to dramatically increase your profits for that particular trading day. Now, will this apply to every trading day? No, but I'm just being that we have as always time constraints, let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday it was September the 29th, so it's not an earning season. There weren't any particular news, nothing spectacular happened in the S&P that will trigger a spectacular movement in the market. It's just a regular trading day, opening the week with no news. So let's see what happened, and then you can extrapolate and think okay, I'm trading an hour or 2 hours, maybe I can expand my trading day, see more technical patterns, take into account more opportunities, and not be constrained to trading the first hour, which is many times the best trading hour. Now, as you can see in front of you, you have basically a list of long plays. On the long plays, you have we have basically 14 stocks. Those stocks populate this list, and I'm gonna discuss what are the prerequisites to enter this list. But this list is an evolving list. It's like a screener, basically a screener. So what are the prerequisites to enter this screener? First of all, the stock price must be above $10. No big deal. Okay, most of us don't want to trade $6 stocks. They are, I'm talking basically for about myself, but I know that I don't want to trade $6 stocks. I want to trade stocks that are basically populated, trade a lot of volume, and institutional traders are part of the game. Very important. I'm not going to discuss the reason right now. Okay, but what about the other prerequisites? So I want the volume to be at least 5 million shares. So in order to enter this list, the stock must trade maybe after 5 minutes, maybe after 6 hours and a half, 5 million shares. So the list here is dynamic, okay? But once you hit 5 million shares, you can be in this list. Also, I want the intraday range to be above 8%. What does it mean? I want stocks, I want to day trade stocks that have a huge intraday range. So if the stock price is $100, it moves at least $8. 8% of $100, it's $8. That's the intraday range from top to bottom, which is a lot. Keep in mind the S&P 500 basically trades less than 1% per average, sometimes even 0.5%. So here is 20 times more. Okay, so 8. This number is flexible, so it can be, if there are too many stocks in the list, I can increase for the number from 8 to 9. If there are less than, for example, 7 matches or 6 matches, I can decrease the number from 8 to 6, or decrease the number of the volume. And I want the price change to be 10%. And again, those prerequisites are flexible. Now, if you, like I said before, if you have too many stocks in the list, just adjust your parameters. So this is the list according to 4 p.m. Obviously, we're not gonna discuss this list in retrospect, but let's see. Okay, let's analyze each of those 14 stocks which we cannot do live, okay, and see what was the potential, how many hours you needed to trade in order to take a position in one of these 14 stocks. Remember, those 14 stocks are on the long side. We still have another, we'll see how many on the short side. Okay, now there are days when the market is rocketing to the upside or diving. In that case, we'll have more shorts and less longs than the other way around. But yesterday the market didn't do anything spectacular, so let's see. Let's talk about the outcome. And again, the concept is we want to analyze. I want to make a point that you need to trade. Again, it's nothing is is a must. Okay, you need to trade more, or at least observe the market more. You observe the market more, you will create yourself more trading opportunity. And again, if you're focused enough, the right trading opportunities can lead you to more profits. Obviously, if you trade like a lunatic and trade 30 trades per day, you may incur a lot of commissions if you don't live in the United States, and things can go south very, very quickly. So the idea is not to trade more. I'm not getting paid by any broker, okay? And if you live in the United States, you don't pay commissions anyway. So that's amazing. Okay, so let's start with ENTA. This is a biotechnology stock, up 100% or 91%. Why is it up 91%? Everybody knows. Great news. A drug has been accepted by the FDA, but we don't have time to deal into that. When a stock is up 90%, amazing things happen. So let's take a look at the chart and see when, how, what happened exactly. Hold on a second. Here we are. And now I'm going to look at the 3-minute intraday chart. 3-minute intraday chart. Some of you are writing to me, look at the 5-minute, others at the 2-minute. I'm going to look at the 3-minute. That's the only option I have here with this Mumu platform. I don't have other options. I have actually the 5-minute option, but I'm going to use the 3-minute option. Also, I will have on my chart only the VWAP as let's call it a trading aid. Okay. I'm not going to use other technical aids other than support and resistance, which I will draw from time to time. But what happened here in this stock? Obviously, it closed Friday at I don't know, 750, and started. Take a look at this, guys, which is super important. Started the trading day with a gap down. So if you think the stock is up 90%, it should be gapping up. And it's not. Okay. On top of that, remember the prerequisite that we don't look at stocks under $10. Here there's a miss. Okay, but we will see the stock once it crosses above $10, and this is the $10 crossing. Now, again, keep in mind that once you see the stock at $10 and it started trading at 7, it's up already, how much is it, 30 or 40%. So at $10, it's up 30%. Basically, it shoots up to the top of the list. But there is something, there is a caveat. Take a look at the volume here. I don't know if the volume is above 5 million. So it's possible that this stock populates the list late in the day. Now, if it populates the list late in the day, after 12, is there a potential entry in this stock? Obviously, there is a potential entry. Maybe on a reversal over 11 here, maybe on a breakout over 1150, maybe over a breakout over the highs of the day, and it still closes at 15. At 15.16. Now, think about it. You're not trading. You're trading between 9:30 and 11. How much money are you leaving? You're leaving on the table by not even looking or knowing that this stock actually exists. Okay, and again, it's not a unique phenomenon when a stock is starting the trading day at the lows and closes at the highs. It's not a unique phenomenon. It happens, I would say, 15 to 20% of the times in very, very strong stocks. Okay, and again, the idea here is that you don't force yourself to trade ENTA because you've seen the list. There are other 14 stocks that are candidates for longs, and you'll see another probably 10 to 15 that are short candidates. So you have a huge array of opportunities. Some of them are great, some of them aren't that great. Now, again, what is the entry point? Now, you want to listen to me? Fine. You don't want to listen to me, you have your own entry points? Fine. Again, the topic of this video is not entry point. The topic is, remember, focus on that. Trading the full trading day. And again, like I said earlier, I'm not representing any broker. I don't make any money from you trading more or less, and there is no money in that because you don't. If you are a US trader, you don't even pay commissions. The only thing that we are interested here at TCM is for you, if you're interested, to take one of our courses or the one-on-one mentoring. That's it. So no brokerage fees or anything like that. Okay, so that's the first example. ENTA up 90%. It starts at the lows, then trades higher all day. Let's move to the second trading candidate. Now, what was the volume, you ask? Overall volume was 16 million shares. So it was 16 million shares. Probably midday it was already in the list, probably. Again, not going to dwell on that. Second stock, JFB whatever, JFB Construction. Okay, that's the stock. JFB ended up being up 85%. Okay, so this stock gaps up. Obviously it's immediately in the list. Let me point things up so you can see the huge gap up. The volume overall was 25 million shares, while the volume on prior days was 0. So where was most of the volume? Here at the open. Now, is this a stock that is easy to trade? No. Can you find an entry point? Maybe you can, maybe you not. I mean, there are so many trading strategies. Obviously, the VWAP can be in play, round numbers can be in play. The idea here is, again, you can see a stock that basically closes at the highs of the day. So if you stay, take a position, you stay until the end, you have the opportunity to take profits at the end of the trading day. So again, the idea of trading is we have 6.5 hours, okay, in the US equity markets, not including the pre-market and aftermarket, which I'm not going to discuss because I don't advise anybody to trade the pre-market or the aftermarket. The idea here is for those who trade only the open, for whatever reason, think that nothing else is happening later on. That can be a huge mistake. Again, the idea here is that you want to profit from trading the markets, and you decided based on whatever assumptions that no, I can trade only the open because things are moving fast, and then volumes die out. It's true, the volumes do die out in this stock, and you can clearly see the volumes do die out late in the day, but the price action doesn't necessarily need to die out, and the stock moves here from let's call it 1080 or 11 to nearly 12. So what? To 1270, my mistake. So the stock moves here a lot. Again, I don't know if it was spready or not. That's not the point. The idea here is you can see clear support here at 1120. Can you buy it at 1125 or 1130 and get $1.50 on this trade? Of course. That's a 10-to-1 risk reward. Again, I'm not going to dwell into the trade ideas. The idea here is, again, take a look at the profitability of you taking advantage of easier setups than the morning setups, because clearly the setups late in the day are way easier to trade than the huge volatility in the early session, especially in JFB. Okay, so that's example number 2 where you can clearly see that it paid to stay. Example number 3. So here we have a stock that does gap up. Why is it important for the stock to gap up? Because if the stock gaps up, it hits the screener earlier. Now, who's watching BKKT out of 9,000 stocks traded in the US equity markets? No one. Okay, so if I'll, other than the investors in BKKT that know something's going on, take a look at the volumes. Okay, but this is a gap up on some news. Obviously, very positive news for BKKT. I don't know if there were earnings or whatever happened here. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's a Bitcoin related Bitcoin platform developer, something like that. Anyway, is this stock tradable after the initial move higher? Of course. Volume nearly 8 million all day. Is this stock tradable from the VWAP up? Yes. Is this stock tradable from the reversal point? Yes. Can you trade it during lunch? Yes. Everything is yes. Does it have a clear uptrend? Yes. Now, where do you enter? There are so many entry points, I can stop counting, okay? But again, I don't want to spend 10 minutes on this stock counting entry points. The idea here is that I'm pointing now 3 out of 3 stocks that trading them into the close paid. Let's look at number 4, Treehouse. And again, we have 11 more. Wow, this is going to be a long video. Same scenario. Very low volume though, relatively low volume. Now, what's the problem with this? Again, with this stock is that it doesn't create a gap up. So you're going to see this stock, I don't know, maybe at 1750, maybe at 18. Can you still trade it? And the stock at one point nearly closes 20. So if you buy it at this support level at the VWAP, let me draw this support level here, okay? Or even on a reversal play, you can still make money, okay? Maybe you can lose money. Of course, you can lose money on any trade, okay? But the idea here is that you're picking the best of the best. The stock has a clear uptrend. I don't have time to show you the daily chart. There's no need for that. The volume is good enough. 4 out of 4. Let's take a look at stock number 5, SNDK, SanDisk. Okay, this is a stock where, you know, basically it would have paid to trade basically the open, this gap up and go situation. And then the stock basically moves higher. Can you still find an entry point? Maybe, but I will count it as, let's give it an X. So hold on. Let's give it an X. So we are 4 and 1. So 4 stocks, perfect. This one is not perfect. Although again, take a look. It does close at the highs of the day. It does close at the highs of the day. Okay. Number 5, Etsy. Sorry, number 6, Etsy. Okay, so what happens with Etsy? Basically nothing until it hits some news at 1 p.m. What happened at 1 p.m.? So basically, if you traded it in the morning, nothing happened. It didn't hit your screens, your stock screener, nothing spectacular. Then news hit. Can you trade it after the news? Obviously you can. There are a couple of bull flag formation. Does it close near the highs of the day? Almost. Again, if you leave the trading day at 10 or 11, you don't have the opportunity. Now, is it a good opportunity or a bad opportunity? I think it's an okay opportunity, not a great one, okay? Because you're going to see it very late after it spikes up. Maybe you're going to see it over 69, maybe over 70, okay? But again, if you take reasonable risks here, you may end up with a huge winner, okay? So, can you manage a good trade out of this Etsy? And if you analyze it, can you figure out that there is a huge uptick in volume? Is there a huge uptick in volume in Etsy versus prior to the announcement? Sure there is. What was the reason here? I'm trying to see if there I can find the reason. Okay, the news are that Shopify Etsy rally as OpenAI enables ChatGPT in-platform shopping. Okay, so cooperation with ChatGPT and Etsy, perfect. Okay, so it was clear that there are great news. I mean, otherwise the stock won't move up 15%. Why would the stock move up 15% intraday on increased volume if not for great news? So another V. And again, you're not participating? Too bad. Mara. What happens in Mara? Gap up and go, fine. How many trading opportunities are in this amazing move higher? Any pullback is a trading opportunity. Any pullback is a trading opportunity. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the stock again closes at the highs of the trading day. Keep in mind, the S&P 500 did nothing yesterday. And yet some stocks close at the highs of the day. Obviously the best of the best, because that's why they are on the list. Okay, that's why they are on the list. Okay, so another easy winner. I don't know, is this stock tradable into the close? Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, a bit boring. Clearly in this case the morning session was way better than the rest of the trading sessions. So I will give it let's give it a V to the don't stay late. Okay, Robinhood. Here you are, guys. Great morning session, a pullback, another reversal. Any reversal here is being bought, and another stock that closes at the highs of the trading day. What were the news? Vlad Tenev revealed on social media that more than 4 billion event contracts have been traded on the platform, whatever. So great news for sorry, for Robinhood. But we don't care about the news. It's clear that there are great news when the stock is moving up 12%. Okay, the idea here is that another stock closes at the highs of the day, another stock gives you midday a trading opportunity on a pullback, so it pays. Let's take a look at stock number 10 out of 14, Riot. Here you have again a stock that bull flags, continues higher, then trades lower to this support level, and then trades higher. It doesn't close at the highs of the day, but not far away. Again, great liquidity. Let's move on. Not very interesting. Okay, a digital Galaxy Digital, another Bitcoin related. Looks like I think it looks like a Riot, so it maybe it's also in the Bitcoin mining. I think it is. Maybe it's not, but I don't have the time to check on it. So again, you can see a bull flag formation, the same pullback to the VWAP, and the stock closes near the highs of the day. So another one, another good one. I don't know why this stock is on the list. Wolfspeed, weird. Okay, let's ignore it and move to EOS Energy. OC Energy, wow, I never heard about this company before. Traded 24 million shares. Okay, now is this stock tradable in the morning session? Yes. Is the stock tradable during lunch after a pullback? Yes. Does it close at the highs? Not necessarily. And Cypher, that's the last one, another stock that closes at the highs, a bit choppy. Point blank, okay? The idea here that you cannot make money after 11, there's not enough volatility, there are no trading opportunity, it's pure BS. I mean, there are, and I didn't even cover for you guys the short plays. Well, let's do it quicker, okay? because I think you got the you got the feel for it. So let's go to the basic short ideas. On the basic short ideas, 16 matches. Let's start with the stocks that were the worst, like AUPH, as you can see down in this case nearly 16%. This is the list of the worst yesterday. Then PGY, Pagaya, Upstart, QUBT, that's quantum computing stock. Then we have QBTS, RGTI, another quantum computing stock, IONQ, another quantum computing stock, and Figure Technology. I don't remember. I think this is an IPO that has some Bitcoin related issues. Anyway, let's move on and see. Out of the 16 matches, I will survey a few. So AUPH. Now again, this stock, for example, basically stopped trading after the first minute. So what happened here? I don't know. Something horrible in the first minutes. Was it a tradable short later in the day? I think it's shortable, at least on the platform that I'm using. Okay. And again, what happened here? The FDA criticized one of those, one of their drugs. Okay, so panic, and then the stock traded higher. Can it be shorted at the VWAP? Maybe yes, maybe no. And again, it's an $11 stock, so not a big mover, but and again, another stock that if you can focus on it, you can find a trade. Okay, nothing interesting. Pagaya, the stock is down 8%, so you can see starts with a gap up, then reverses. Can you find an entry point? I don't know. Looks a bit boring to me, but it still closes at the lows of the trading day. UPST traded lower all day. At one point, I saw it yesterday on the watch list. Are there any interesting entry points? Obviously, there are. One of them was here at 53.20 or maybe even 53. Is it a big winner? No, but still, you can trade it, and it's definitely shortable. QUBT not shortable, but closes at the lows of the trading day. At least maybe it's shortable on some platforms. Keep in mind that the stock starts with a gap up, so it doesn't show on the platform until late in the day. So that's a case where you may see it maybe at 2 p.m. Can you still short it at 2 p.m.? Okay, you can. Nothing great is going to come out of it. Okay, but the idea here is, again, that if you don't stay and play the game late in the day, when I say late in the day, until 3 or 3:30, okay, I'm not necessarily pointing to you pressing the button at 3:50, okay, but pressing the button at 3 is still okay, I think. Again, that's my opinion. So Sable, trading lower all day. Hold on a second, was it shortable? No. There's a wave of stocks, and again, here you can see DYN, not shortable, but a great bear flag formation. You can see the bear flag here. Is it shortable? No, not that I know. I think it's not shortable. Still, DWare, that's QUB, another quantum computing stock, closes at the lows of the day down 5%. But it was up and down. Now, can you find an entry point? Assuming it is shortable, it's not, but let's say it is shortable. Okay, can you trade this 20-cent consolidation short, and it moves down more than $1, risking 20 cents? Can you do it? And the answer, of course, you can do it. If you are a day trader and you observe it, you can do it. Obviously, you're not going to observe all the trades. All you need is two good trades of more than $1. That's my opinion, at least. PBF Energy. Let's take a look. Another stock. And then we'll look at another, and then And again, that's one part of the equation is to trade more hours, and the other part is to find, because there are so many stocks that are moving. This is 2025, the best equity market ever. Okay, find the right stocks, long, short. Find the right low risk setups if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, you have a problem. So here is a low risk setup. Again, this stock is not shortable. Let's move to Rigetti. Probably it's not shortable also. Okay, not shortable. Shit. But plenty of trading opportunities again on the negative side. And again, the trend is lower. It ends up losing 5. IONQ, the same sector. IONQ is a big mover. Can you find an entry point short or long? Bottom line, probably you can. Okay, so now that we are basically covered 30 minutes on this topic. So the idea here is, first of all, make sure, again, if you're interested in earning more, I'm sure that the answer is yes. If you're interested in spending more time in front of the charts, maybe you have alternative, maybe you have some other duties. But if you have the free time, okay, to stay more in front of the charts, and you know the routine, you know the drill, what you're looking for, okay, and if you don't know, we can help you with that. Clearly we can help you with that, and it doesn't take it's not like you need a brainwash for that. Okay, you can do it easily. Way easier to trade late in the day. It's way easier with lesser risk than to trade the morning session when it's very volatile and you need to trade without clear stop losses. And again, the risk reward will be better in the morning session, but there is going to be a lot of risk. In the late session, there's going to be very little risk, because those are the only trades that you're going to take, because the reward is going to be obviously way limited. But there's still going to be clearly you can be rewarded. Okay, I hope it was clear enough. If not, guys, you're more than welcome to email us at thechartsmaverick@gmail.com. Do like and subscribe to our channel, and we're closing in on 4 months this month. Thank you for being here with us, and we will see you in our next video.